Good afternoon students. Today we are going to study about the equations of motion by graphical method. Since last 2 days we were learning about the different types of graphs. Okay. Now this is the right time to apply graphs in our motion. So graphical representation of motion is very important concept of this chapter. So we are going to show here the 3 equations of motion and how do they have their significance in this chapter. Okay. Now motion of the object is very nicely expressed by the graphical method. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the 3 equations of motion. First let me introduce you to all 3 equations of motion. Okay. See, when a uniformly accelerated motion of a body is being described, it is being described by 3 equations of motion. Okay. Now what are these equations of motion? Let us talk about the first equation. First equation is V is equal to U plus AT. Okay. Where V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A is the acceleration of the object and T is the time that is taking place during this whole of the event, whatever the time is playing the role. Okay. So this is the first equation of motion, and this first equation of motion is also called velocity time. We call it velocity time equation. It is a relation between velocity and time. So this equation is signifying the relationship between velocity and time. So that's why we call it velocity time equation. Okay. This relation is between velocity and time. Now second one is S is equal to ut plus half at square. The second equation of motion. We cannot change the sequence. If this is second, then we are always going to describe it as second equation of motion. Now this second equation of motion is a position time equation. It shows a relation between position, we call it position time equation. It is showing the relation between position and time, where S is equal to distance. S means distance, U is the initial velocity, T time and acceleration. So what is it showing in the relationship between? It is showing the relationship between position and time. Okay, position and time equation. Okay, then third one is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. What is this? V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, and this equation is known as position velocity equation. Okay. The relation between position and velocity. This is very important, you have to note it down. Okay. First one is velocity time equation, second one is position time equation, and the third equation shows the relation between position and velocity. And over here if you see, what are the symbols that describe what they describe? V final velocity, U initial velocity, acceleration and distance. Okay. So we have to explain them, we have to derive them graphically. Fine. So we are going to start with the first equation of motion, and that is velocity time equation. So first you need to note it down. Okay. It's very important to know that what is the relation between which two quantities are being related in each equation of motion. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the first equation of motion. Now you are very much acquainted with the graphs. Okay, so first equation of motion is a derivation in which we are going to write v is equal to u plus at. We need to derive this. In the exam, the question can be asked in the form of, like, you can be given this statement or see this equation and said derive v is equal to u plus at. Or just to make things little bit complicated, the examiner can give like this also, derive first equation of motion, and he won't give the what, this mathematical expression. Okay, so this will not be given. So what he can write, derive first equation of motion. So the mathematical expression also you need to write, fine, and then show the derivation also, and it is always done graphically. Okay, so how to derive it, let us see. First of all, we have to consider this graph. We write here O, again the x-axis, the y-axis, mention it x, y. Okay, then you have to show an object which is starting from, it is uniformly accelerated. Okay, uniform motion, and uniformly accelerated motion is being shown. Okay, so this point A and this is the point B. After some time t, the object reaches point B. Only this is the equation that has been given. Now you need to mention about the coordinates. Time on x-axis. Yesterday and day before yesterday we discussed that independent quantities are always plotted on x-axis, while dependent quantities are always plotted on y-axis. Okay, so time in seconds like this, and this is velocity on y-axis, and what are the units? Meter per second. Don't forget to write all these things, okay? Otherwise your marks will be deducted. Now what we will do, this is only the graph that we are getting. This line that is shown here is the accelerated motion it is showing. So the slope of the line graph AB is represented by small a, that is acceleration. Okay, now in this equation what we need to do now, first of all we are going to drop one perpendicular from B. We are dropping a perpendicular from point B on y-axis. Where? On y-axis. Another perpendicular that we need to drop is from B on x-axis. Okay, two perpendicular we have drawn. One B to y-axis and B to x-axis. Let us label them. Let it be D. Okay, what is it? A perpendicular is being dropped from B to D on x-axis, and B to, let us write here, E on y-axis. Okay, now another thing that we need to draw. Why we are drawing? Actually we are making the thing simple for us so that the derivation can be done properly. Now let us draw a line which is parallel to OD. Okay, the line which is parallel to OD, let it be C. Fine. So these are the things that we need to draw. Okay, so first let us see what we are going to introduce the terms here. Let there be an object. Okay, it has initial velocity, that is u. This part OA is actually u, and u is what? Initial velocity. So when the object started moving, it had some initial velocity and it reached point B. It means over there when it reached point B, that was its final velocity. So we have to find out the value of acceleration. Okay, how to find it out? The slope of this motion gives us, or this line gives us acceleration. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity upon time taken. Okay, so we have to start now. We will start like this. Let an object move and has initial velocity u is equal to u, which is u AO. Okay, then final velocity is equal to v, that is BD. This is the final velocity. Okay, takes time is equal to t. What does it take? It takes time t. Now, anything else that we need to write? Is accelerated by acceleration, that is a. Okay, so this is how we are going to introduce the terms. If you will not introduce the terms and you will start directly, your marks will be deducted. Okay, so you need to tell what is u, what is v, what is t, and what is a. And these are the only 4 quantities that we are using here. Okay, after you have described this, let us write here that what construction we have done. Okay, draw a perpendicular BE on y-axis and BD on x-axis. This is your first construction. What? That you dropped 2 perpendiculars, BE, BD. BE on y-axis, BD on x-axis. Then second construction that you did was you draw a line parallel. You drew a line parallel. AC parallel OD. Okay. Draw AC parallel OD. Okay, this is only why we are doing, because we have to make the thing simple. So these are the things that we need to mention here for the construction work. Okay, then after this what we will do, I am going to erase it. Okay, now we will write that velocity time graph is a straight line AB. The velocity time graph is a straight line AB. Fine. Now after this, next step that we will write acceleration, okay, of the body is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Change in velocity upon time taken. Okay. Now what is change in velocity? Change in velocity is, how do we denote it? See, BD minus BC. Okay. Sorry, BD minus CD, or we can say BC. Okay. So this is the change in velocity. This is the whole velocity, that we can say V. Okay. This is your U. Now this is what? This is the change in velocity. Okay. So we will write here, what we are going to write? We are going to give them the labelings now. It will become BC upon. Now what is the time? Time is denoted by small t. Okay. So upon, we can write OD. Sorry, AC. BC upon AC. Okay, so BC upon AC is equal to the acceleration. Acceleration is equal to BC upon AC. Now we don't know this quantity BC. So what we can do? We can write like this, is equal to BD minus CD. BD minus CD. Okay, BD minus CD. Fine. Upon OD. Why? AC is parallel to OD. So we will write here the reasons. Since BC is equal to BD minus CD, and what else? OD. AC is parallel OD. Okay, so we can write, we know that in a rectangle, when the opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. So whatever is the value of AC will be value of OD also. AC does not have any value, but OD has value T. Okay, so we have done this. Now let us put the values. Acceleration is A is equal to, what is the value of BD? It is V minus, what is the value of CD? BD is this V and CD is U. Okay, and what is the value of OD? It is T. Fine. Now after this what we will do? I am going to write here. We will send T to A. AT is equal to V minus U. Okay, or we can write what? AT, we have to find out this. V will be left here, U will be sent here. So V is equal to U plus AT. Hence derived. Okay, so your equation is derived in this way. Let us recapitulate. What is it? This is a graph in which an object is showing its initial velocity. It starts moving from A and reaches B. Okay, and is accelerated by acceleration A. Okay, now what we need to do to prove this graph, graphically we have to prove V is equal to U plus AT. So what we will do, we are going to drop two perpendiculars, BE on y-axis, BD on x-axis. Okay, now another construction that we are doing is, we are drawing AC parallel to OD. Okay, now next what we are going to write, because this is an object which is moving in a uniform motion. Okay, uniform motion is there, so velocity time graph is a straight line, that is AB. Okay, because it is uniformly moving, so this AB is the velocity time graph and it is straight line AB. So to prove this, that V is equal to U plus AT, what we do, acceleration of the body is shown by change in velocity upon time taken. So acceleration is equal to BC upon AC. This value mathematically is BC upon AC. Okay, so we don't know the value of both. Neither we know BC nor we know AC. So what we are doing? We are manipulating it. Since BD is equal to final velocity and CD is equal to initial velocity, so what is BC? It will be BD minus CD. Okay, so I have written the same, BD minus CD. Now because AC is parallel to OD, so we can write OD, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So we are going to have the values now. A is equal to V minus U upon T. Since BD is equal to V, CD is equal to U and T is equal to time. So you can write here this also. Since BD is equal to V, CD is equal to U and OD is equal to T. So these values we have put here. Okay. Now we are manipulating it, cross multiplying and making them all like this, arrange. So this is our equation of first, or we can say the first equation of motion. Very simple. Okay. So today's work is to derive and practice. It's a little bit complicated, you can take it as, but it's very easy also. If you will practice it 2 or 3 times, easily you are going to get through. Okay. So practice this equation, first equation of motion. Derive, the question is derive first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at.